I want to go back to what our colleagues are telling us on the ground, but also other leaders. Remember, as the word spread, at 92, life lived long and well. What a journey it has been for Dr. Manmohan Singh. But for those who have worked alongside, here's what they had to say.
I've actually known him for very long because I first knew him in Geneva in the 1980s when he was chairman of the South Commission. And I've seen him over the years. He's just an extraordinary human being, a very, very humane, compassionate, gentle man, and at the same time, a prime minister who left an enormously valuable legacy for our nation. He had a vision for the future. He had a vision for young India. You'd often tell me we must respect the impatience of the young and things like that. He was somebody who tried to think what would be best for the generations who are just coming of age now and plan for them and for their future. He was just extraordinary. And I have to say that it's an enormous, enormous loss for the nation. We have lost a giant.
I'd like to give my condolences to Dr. Singh's family. I think in his passing, we've lost a man who basically made India what it is today. I've worked with him in his cabinet, and I can tell you that he was the most gentle, kind soul one could ever imagine having as a boss. And more than a politician as a prime minister, I think his simplicity and humility earned him many admirers across the political aisle. So him as Prime Minister, as RBI Governor, as Finance Minister, his contributions will be remembered for decades to come.
I think what distinguishes his life and contribution is that he rose from relatively humble origins, acquired a very distinguished academic career, education in the UK. Throughout his career, he acquitted himself with great dignity and distinction. And it was not easy. Dr. Singh's contribution is such, his loss will be deeply mourned, not only by those who knew him, those of us who had the privilege of working with him, but also people will read about this in times to come.
Like every one of us, are very sad. And I definitely remember him as a senior colleague. He always used to call that you all are my colleagues. And I think he was one of the most democratic prime minister. I'm sure history, those who have worked with him, I'm sure history is going to judge him as a person who really came at the time when India wanted to reform, and India has changed after that.